Prepare to shatter your assumptions about aging. We're about to prove that your brain, far from declining after 70, holds untapped potential for incredible growth and enhancement. This isn't about slowing the decline. It's about igniting a surge in cognitive power, giving you the mental edge you never thought possible at this stage of life. Stay tuned to discover how. Imagine remembering names with ease, solving complex problems, and learning new skills faster than you ever imagined, even after turning 70. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the reality we're exploring today. Join us as we reveal powerful, science-backed strategies to not just preserve, but dramatically boost your cognitive function, ensuring your mind remains as vibrant and sharp as ever. You won't want to miss these revelations. For decades, society has sold the idea that aging inevitably leads to cognitive decline, that memory weakens, focus fades, and mental agility slows. But this belief is not only outdated, it's flat out wrong. A new era of neuroscience has uncovered something astonishing. The aging brain is far more adaptable, flexible, and capable than anyone once believed. The brain's ability to rewire itself, known as neuroplasticity, doesn't vanish at 70. In fact, for many people, it becomes more powerful because experience, emotional intelligence, and years of learning create a richer foundation for new growth. When scientists look at brain scans of adults in their 70s who regularly challenge their minds, they see something remarkable: new neural connections forming, old pathways strengthening, and entire regions lighting up with activity. Cognitive enhancement at this stage of life isn't a fantasy, it's a documented, measurable reality. To understand what remarkable cognitive enhancement looks like, imagine an older adult who begins learning a musical instrument at 72 and improves faster than expected because their brain quickly adapts to patterns, sound recognition, and motor coordination. Picture someone who starts studying a new language at 75 and notices that their memory becomes sharper, their conversations become clearer, and their reaction times become faster. Cognitive enhancement isn't about becoming a genius overnight. It's about expanding what your brain can do and unlocking potential you may have assumed was lost. Once you accept that aging doesn't limit the mind, you begin seeing what's truly possible. For many years, people thought that keeping the brain sharp meant doing crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or simple memory games. While these activities can help, modern research shows they barely scratch the surface of what real brain training can achieve. True cognitive improvement requires targeted activities designed to challenge specific mental skills, such as memory retention, attention, problem solving, and processing speed. Just like muscles need different exercises to grow, the brain also needs variety and precision. That's why strategic brain training focuses on tasks that push your mind slightly beyond its comfort zone. Activities like dual task exercises, where you balance physical movement with mental challenges, or pattern recognition drills that force the brain to adapt quickly, have been shown to boost cognitive performance far more effectively than simple puzzles. But what makes brain training even more powerful is personalization. Not all brains work the same way, and not all activities stimulate everyone equally. Some people thrive when learning an instrument, others when doing visual spatial tasks like painting or carpentry, and others when engaging in storytelling, writing, or strategic games like chess. When you align cognitive exercises with personal interests, the brain becomes more engaged, motivated, and responsive. This creates a deeper level of neuroplasticity, allowing new neural pathways to form more efficiently. And tracking your progress doesn't require complicated tools. Something as simple as noting how long it takes to learn a new skill, how quickly you recall information, or how confident you feel during mentally demanding tasks can reveal real growth. When you see improvement, no matter how small, you reinforce your brain's capacity to continue improving. Cognitive enhancement isn't just about brain exercises, it's deeply connected to lifestyle. What you eat, how you sleep, how you manage stress, and how much you interact with others all shape the brain's vitality. Nutrition, for instance, plays a powerful role. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, flavonoids, and certain vitamins support neuronal health, reduce inflammation, and enhance communication between brain cells. Foods like blueberries, leafy greens, nuts, avocados, fatty fish, and whole grains feed the brain the fuel it needs to stay sharp and energized. Hydration is often overlooked, yet the brain is highly sensitive to water levels. Even mild dehydration can impair focus, memory, and decision-making. Sleep may be the most critical factor of all. During deep sleep, the brain performs essential maintenance, clearing toxins, repairing cells, consolidating memories, and restoring processing speed. Many people assume reduced sleep is part of aging, but in reality, poor sleep often stems from habits and environment, rather than age itself. By improving sleep hygiene, consistent sleep schedules, reduced screen exposure, calmer bedtime environments, older adults can experience significant boosts in mental clarity and emotional stability. Stress, too, has a profound impact on cognition. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can damage brain regions responsible for memory and learning. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or gentle stretching can lower stress hormones and strengthen mental resilience. And then there is social engagement, one of the most underrated cognitive tools available. Studies consistently show that people who maintain strong social connections experience slower cognitive decline, sharper memory, and better emotional regulation. Conversations stimulate the brain, requiring listening, responding, empathizing, and recalling information. Group activities, community involvement, and meaningful relationships activate brain networks that remain dormant during long periods of isolation. Staying socially active is not just good for the heart. It's one of the best ways to keep the mind alive and thriving. As the science of aging evolves, new technologies are emerging that promise to revolutionize cognitive enhancement for older adults. Artificial intelligence is creating personalized brain training programs that adjust in real time to your performance, ensuring that each task is optimized to challenge just the right neural circuits. Virtual reality is being used to improve memory, balance, and spatial awareness by placing users in realistic, stimulating environments. These tools aren't just entertaining, they're scientifically designed to trigger neuroplasticity on a deeper level. Personalized medicine is another breakthrough. Scientists can now analyze genetic markers to predict which cognitive interventions will be most effective for an individual. For example, some people respond better to memory training, while others benefit more from problem-solving tasks or physical exercise. As genetic insights advance, cognitive enhancement plans will become as personalized as treatments for chronic diseases. The future of anti-aging neuroscience is extraordinary. We're moving toward a world where aging doesn't mean decline, but evolution, a phase where the mind continues to grow, adapt, and excel. The most exciting part is that you don't have to wait for future breakthroughs to start improving your brain. You can begin today. Something as simple as learning a new skill, practicing a new language, or challenging yourself with memory games can spark neuroplasticity within days. Adding brain-nourishing foods to your meals, staying hydrated, setting a consistent sleep schedule, and reducing stress are immediate steps that create noticeable cognitive changes. Building your own cognitive boost routine doesn't require perfection, just consistency. Dedicate a few minutes each day to brain training, a short walk, a conversation with a friend, or a relaxation technique. Over time, these little actions accumulate into powerful cognitive transformations. No one has to walk this journey alone. Communities, both online and offline, are filled with people over 70 who are actively expanding their mental abilities, sharing their progress, and motivating one another. Whether it's a seniors learning group, a local club, or digital platforms dedicated to personal growth, support is everywhere. The path to brain brilliance isn't exclusive. It's open to anyone willing to take the first step. Your brain is capable of far more than you've ever imagined, and the journey toward unlocking its full potential starts now.